going on, everybody, man? This is a special edition of Hoop Jargon, man. I'm on the way to work, and I had to sit down and talk about this, man. So you guys see the title. You guys been seeing the headlines. So let me go ahead and speak on it. Y'all in the chat, let me make sure you guys can hear me clearly. Can you guys hear me clearly? Out on the road, sometimes it's a little choppy, but I assume everything's good unless somebody tells me different in the comments. All right, so as we all seen, Morant has been suspended by the Memphis Grizzlies yet again for brandishing a gun, as you see in the thumbnail, for not the first, but the second time within the last few months. This dude, and let me say this before we even get started. I'm not saying the brother's not worth being redeemed. I'm not saying nobody should pick this guy up. I'm not saying that this dude is scum of the earth. I'm not saying any of that. All right, everybody here, everybody good. Oh, to God. Says we good. We see you, we hear you. Cool. All right, appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button. So, I want to start there. I'm not saying this man is like, we cannot redeem a young brother. He's only 23 years old. But, I'm not going to sit here and pussy around it. This dude's an idiot. Like, did you not just say Ja Morant? Oh, well, you know what? Let me back up. You're an idiot. Why? Oh, let me count the ways. You brandished the gun, you see on the right side of my thumbnail, the first time. You got caught up in the strip club. I mean, whatever, strip club, I'm not going to give you no pushback on that. I mean, you having a good time. You're a young man. You're doing well for yourself. And then you go and do this. And, oh, by the way, before that, you said that you were a distraction to your team. So what do you go do? You go double down on the same shit. You're an idiot. Bro, you are an idiot. Because you're trying to basically usurp that degenerative black lifestyle that you don't qualify for, homeboy. You were rich. You already made it. You remind me of Lil Bow Wow. Lil Bow Wow, for the life of him, it's almost like he cannot find an identity because he always wants to be considered like a part of the streets. When, my dude, you were rich at like 5 years old. You won, bro. You won already, my guy. So, Lord Cliff, here we go. Man, real talk. Ja Morant, you might as well call him Ja Rule. He's an idiot. Bro, you are trying to be what you are not when you don't have to be that. And T. Morant, I'm going to look at you a little bit. I'm not going to, listen, man, you got a grown-ass son. So I know it's hard to police a grown-ass son unless you put some paws on him, and I'm sure he's bigger than you. So, I get it. But at the same time, I wonder what you put in this kid. Because for him to not learn, listen, man, believe it or not, your boy Hoop Jargon been 23 years before. I get it, man. At 23, fuckery is afoot, as it were. Moving went to province. Exactly, man. Your real name's Clarence. You got a house with 2 parents. And Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. Shout out to Eminem. That's you, John. Bro, it's almost a bigger case study. The bigger case study is like the incessant need for young black males to go and almost devolve back into degenerate black culture. Bro, you are worth tens of millions of dollars. What do you gain jamming NBA YoungBoy in a passenger side of your best friend's ride? Shout out to TLC. With a gun, like, you just got in trouble for that. You just got in trouble for that. Tell me this dude not an idiot. Somebody tell me that I'm being too hard on him. Somebody, please. Somebody tell me I'm being too hard. Because, dog, I like Ja Morant. Again, I'm not saying this man is not salvageable, but you're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. Shout out to Zen dropping 2 on it. Says, smash the like button. Absolutely, man. Thank you, Zen. Appreciate you, bro. I know I'm in the car. Let me see if I can still get a dollar bill action, man. I don't want to deprive you of you donating to the channel. There we go. Get that dollar bill. Money. Yeah. Money. Yeah. Appreciate you, bro. But black males have this incessant need to devolve, to prove you down, to prove you cool. Let's remember, y'all, he lives in Memphis, Tennessee. Same city that killed their own Dolph, right? Ain't the greatest place as far as, gunplay and gun violence and black culture and what have you. So it just shows how powerful the degenerative spirit is amongst our youth. Because a guy like that who ain't got nothing to do with their lifestyle, who ain't got nothing to do with that upbringing, you are devolving to that shit just so you can look cool amongst your peers. Again, I told y'all, hoop jogging been 23 years old before. When I first went overseas, I was 23. But you know what? Have I done some 23-year-old shit while playing professional ball in Europe? Absolutely. But one thing your boy ain't been doing is branching no goddamn gun. Right? If I doing regular stuff, being drunk and, trying to get in fights with people sometimes, yes, I've done that. But listen, my club, my team, they didn't have no access to that kind of thing. And one time I actually did get in trouble being drunk in public. We was about to play against a team called Benfica. Vitoria. Best team in the league when I was in Portugal. And we were seen out the night before drinking, and we got smashed by 40 the next day. And I had a good game. I had like 20 and 10, right? But I got blamed because I was a team leader out in the thing. You know what? After that, before a game, my ass was not out before no game. So you can't put that shit on me. You can't put it on me. I had the best game and all that. I got blamed for the loss because I was out in public. So that was my one. After I got my one, guess what? Good. Adjust. I was 23 years old. So I'm not trying to hear this bullshit that people are trying to still defend Ja Morant. Bro, you're available. You're getting paid money that 1% of the world make. And you out here devolving yourself to identify with the 95%. People who broke as hell. People who have no moral compass, right? I'm going to just say it. You street cats, y'all got no moral compass, bro. Not saying all y'all, but most of y'all. How does hoop jogging know that? Because I grew up in the hood, man. I know what time it is. Y'all not going to sit here and lie to me. As a 39-year-old man, listen, I don't look at the world as I did at 16, at 14, at 15, at 10, right? It's called maturation. So I'm not going to sit here and lie on these streams and like, oh, man, it's all good, man. You don't know the situation. No, fuck that. Because we know we let all that fuckery just permeate in that sector, and nobody wants to check it because nobody wants to say nothing to somebody who can do some bodily harm to you. Ja's not in that position. Ja is doing this as a rich guy, an exorbitantly rich guy. And you're trying to act like you're one of the people. For what? For what? And I cannot chive with that. I'm sorry, man. If y'all disagree in the comment section, you disagree in the comment section. I do not care. Because at the end of the day, so let me move the furniture around the room in a different way. Some people are saying that, well, that's your First Amendment right. You can carry guns and conceal, well, it's not even concealed because you're brandishing it. That's not the point. The NBA is a corporation. The corporation sets the terms of what is good for business. You're not just a basketball player, my boy. You're also a representative of Nike. You're also a representative of a corporation. You're also the leader of your team, of which you said your actions were taken away from your team's cohesion. So what do? You go double down and do it again. So it's not about the Second Amendment. It's not about what your rights are as a gun owner. It's about what you are to your corporation. Because if Ja Morant did street ball and just did his own thing, going to freaking, I live in LA, to Santa Monica Beach and just playing boys one-on-one for money, do what the hell you want to do. Do what the hell you want to do. You're your own individual proprietor if that's what you want to, your Second Amendment people, if that's what you want to hang your hat on. Go do that, no problem. Nobody can tell you anything. You get paid on your own merit. But the NBA has clearly shown that they are big on image. So you are one of the brightest stars, the upcoming stars, and you have to uphold the image. So you're going and you're doubling down on the same shit. This is the same dude who allegedly went to this rehab thing, right? And he's supposed to be good. He's supposed to have gone there for 30 days. We know he ain't go there for 30 days. He got back on the court, and then they lost to the Lakers, right? With him saying that, it's a distraction. So, and you went, and here's the most beautiful part of all this. Here's the most beautiful part. Sorry if I'm not getting y'all comments, y'all. I'm driving, so I've got to try to be road legal as I can. Y'all remember this, and I hate that I did not do a video because I hated this interview like golly, I hated it. When he had that softball-ass interview with Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose asked this dude these softball-ass questions, and Ja was kind of sidestepping him. That was some bullshit. And that's why he didn't learn his lesson, because, man, at 23, man, you think that your way, you're not a kid anymore. You're not quite a grown man. Well, you're not a grown-ass man, but you're a grown man. I saw through that interview so much, and I wish I would have made a video, because I said that was some horse shit. And I blame Jalen Rose, man. You an elder, bro. You 50-some-odd years old, and you let him get away with that bullshit. And I love it happening this way, not to say I want Ja to be in a bad, destitute situation, but it shows you when you don't hold the community accountable, this kind of shit happens. You gave him the softball-ass questions that he could easily answer, right? And then ultimately, that dude ain't take no heat. He ain't take no vitriol, and he devolved back to the same shit. Man, I saw this shit today, man. I just like, man, there's no way. How people say, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Perkins said, Monty. So I was like, there's no way that this dude did the same thing yet again. And he did the same thing yet again. Why is that? Because he did not learn his lesson on the front end, bro. So you can say all that bullshit for somebody who cares or somebody who's stupid. I peep game already. And that's why I said my title, and I meant what I said. Ja, you're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. And now, can you learn from this? Can you be a better person? Absolutely. You're not unredeemable, but as of right now, as of today, May the 12th, 2023, you're an idiot. And you deserve everything coming your way, homie. You got busted up with the strip club video, right? And I'm not saying nothing wrong with going to the strip club, but I mean, it looked bad from an optic standpoint. It looked bad. So that tells me, too, you got some horrible dudes in your corner, dog. Because I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Ja's homie, I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Why are you going out there and trying to be like something you're not? Because you're not. We all see Ja Morant's kid pictures. The dude look like Carlton Banks. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And it's, again, with black men have an incessant need to latch on to degenerative behavior, because who says that's cool? With your pants hanging on your ass and all that shit. Who says that's cool? I don't think it's cool. Now, at one point in my life, when I was 17, 18 years old, I thought that was cool. But you know what? When I grew up, you started to put childish things aside. And I'm not a Christian like that. Well, I'm not a Christian at all, actually. But I grew up a Christian, but I'm just saying, like, man, there are good messages from all places. You got to grow up, homie. Because what's happening right now is everybody's going to start lambasting you. And what's going to happen ultimately is you're going to be seen as damaged goods, meaning even though your talent level is there, you're not worth the cost of doing business, i.e. Colin Kaepernick. Now, Colin, you're way better to basketball to what Colin was to football, because I'm a fan of Colin Kaepernick, the football player, but I know that he had a lot of flaws in his game. Colin Kaepernick, the fake activist, fuck out of here, man. And I'll say it like this. Colin Kaepernick been doing his thing since 2016. I actually was at the football game when he first sat down. It was not scrimmage. It was a preseason game against the Texans. I was in Oakland, and one of my homies, Javondre Orange, shout out to Javondre, I went to high school with him. He was living in the Bay at the time. He was like, bro, the 49ers playing the Texans preseason game. Since you're in town, you want to check it out. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I've never been to Levi Stadium. I'll go. I went, and I took a video of him, and I'm gonna post this one day because I like to post receipts, so I'm not on here just like capping. I posted a video, and you can't see it, but it was during the national anthem, and Colin Kaepernick was sitting down doing that shit. Now, could you parse through it and see it? I can't call it, but I did cover both teams during the national anthem. And at the time, I was like, nah, I don't care about the national anthem. So I was there when Colin Kaepernick first started his crusade. And at the time, I was with it. I mean, I used to be more of a liberal-minded guy. It is what it is. But when I saw what Colin was doing, and when he cannot explain what his whole platform is, I'm like, I'm out. You can't say what you want, but you're just saying going against cop killings. Okay, cool. What do you really mean, though, when people press him? Colin Kaepernick had nothing to say. So I'm out. But that's neither here nor there. My point is, Colin Kaepernick became more of a problem than he's worth. And that's why teams did collude against him. And I'm glad he got his money because they did collude. Yes, that happened. Absolutely. So what I'm saying is, when you become more than what you're worth, guess what? Your bottom line gets affected. And I'm not in no business, see no black man torpedo his career and his earning over stupid shit. I don't want to see that. I don't care what your cause is. I don't care what your situation is. I don't want to see you torpedo your career over stupid shit. Now, Colin's career, you can say, I mean, his cause, rather, is a little more noble, as it were. He's doing what he believes, social justice, which I think is bullshit, me personally. But whatever. But you branching a gun to show you down, you cool? Bruh. What are you doing, man? So again, it lies back on the Pops, man. What is Pops telling you, man, to curtail that kind of behavior? Because that's some bullshit, man. Like G said, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Again, this is something that I didn't expect to do no live on this, but, you know, the moment hit me, so I'm here. Let's see. Catch up with y'all comments to the best of my ability. Steven Adams tried to call it out, but it didn't work. Yeah, man, Steven Adams is like a guy who, he's a stand-up guy, man. He's always been that. And I think Memphis lost a little bit because of his absence, because not only from a physical standpoint, because, you know, he's a grown man. He's always moved in a way that's very noble. And I think that Memphis is a very immature team, i.e. being Morant led. So, yeah, that definitely leads to a dynamic. So I think that's all leads to why the Lakers lost how they lost, in my opinion. Let's see. Afternoon, people. Good to see you. Palm Tree Cabin. Good to see you. And you guys subscribe if you're new, man. I'm giving y'all that uncut dope, man. Like I always say over here, man. I'm going to give you my opinion. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, take a hike. It is what it is. Messiah says he needs to get punched to realize that he's not. Man, listen, man. I don't want no physical harm that comes to this dude. But it's almost like you need a wake-up moment. Somebody need to put some real fear in this man's heart that the way you moving, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it, man. You live in Memphis, bro, one of the most dangerous cities in America to be a black man, bro. Not named Atlanta, New Orleans, or Chicago. Right? Or Los Angeles, right? Bro, you moving goofy, man. You moving goofy as hell, and I blame your friends, homie. Say Morant, again in trouble, yeah. Like around Hofstad. That's funny. Shout out to Flight Sports TV says, sad, yeah, absolutely. Let's see, Thunder, shout out to Thunder says, yes, exactly. Yes, men will be the end of your plight, of your career, bro. Yes, men will tell you, because why is that? They don't want to tell you that, bro, you moving goofy. Why is that? Because they have a fear of you cutting them off the circle, off the teat, as it were. That shit ain't cool, man. That shit ain't cool. But I understand the dynamic. I'm not, I'm not oblivious to that. Because listen, you're 23 years old. I would venture to say the friends of him, they ain't got nothing going like that. They ain't making no money like that. You probably getting some good old, shout out to MTR, some inner viscous or some JJ off of your association or job, right? I'll never forget this, man. I'll share this small story. When I was 24, 25, I left playing overseas. I came back to Prairie View to coach. My head coach at the time, Byron Rim, he coaches at Houston Christian University now, Division I program in Houston. He's assistant coach there. He was the head coach at Prairie View. He played junior college ball at Ventura College with Skip to my Lou, Ray for Austin. So fast forward to 2009, I believe, we were at a club called Belvedere in Houston, upper crust club at the time. And I remember, since Skip and Rim got that relationship, we pulled the VIP, and Ray bring us in VIP. At the time, he played for the Houston Rockets. This dude had bottles on bottles. So everybody in the section, we all had bottles. And I remember this old fine-ass chocolate chick. I'll never forget. You know, in my broke ass, I had my blazer on. You know what I'm saying? I had my had my button-down shirt with my hard bottom shoes with the jeans on. That little Usher look back in the day. I remember having my bottle, doing my thing, and I remember this chick was staring at me like, goddamn, like I committed a crime. So she's staring at me and shit, and I give her that look like, bring your sexy ass up here. She come up there and shit, and she having a good time in the VIP with me. And I had a girl at the time too, so I'm telling myself, it is what it is. I think I had a fiance at the time too. Yeah, I was on some BS. It is what it is. And I remember talking to the chick. You know, she was just so enraptured with the experience. But I got that off of Rafer's, you know what I'm saying, dime and his aura. So if Rafe was on some fuck shit, I'm in no position to tell Rafer to stop. Like, because Rafer is funding this situation. So, and I remember I let that girl go because the next day, she texted me, say, yeah, I want to spend some money on you. I'm like, okay. Because girls don't say shit like that, generally speaking, especially not fine ones. I was like, no, I'm busy. I was living with my chick at the time, texting while she was saying that shit. You know, again, I know I'm trash. But she was like, nah, I want to spend money on you. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. You know, I don't need nothing. She's like, no. And she just kept pressing. I was just like, man, hey, man, lose my number, man. I'm good. She's like, no, I ain't letting you go that easy. So basically, she was so enraptured by my association with Rafer Austin that she thought she was coming up on a lick. So juxtapose that with Ja's people, I can only imagine what they're going through being associated with Ja Morant. I'm sure they get in similar situations, and that's your dude. Rafer wasn't my dude. Rafe was my dude through Coach Rim. So I was cool with Ray through then. And it's funny, man, years later, I actually coached AAU with Rafer Austin, man. So, you know, me and Ray done kicked it beyond that point. So my point is it's hard to discern what's really, you know, how can you tell a guy who makes 10, 20, 100 times more than you, how can you check and balance him? And I don't see that going on with his circle. So let me say that. Let me get a few more of these comments, man. I'm about to hit the work highs, and so, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to my guy Will said, between told people told me I was crazy saying he was on path to destruction. Yes, and I hope he doesn't land on destruction, but he's on the path, man. Job about to be sent to the upper room. The upper room. Shout out to Palm Tree. See, NBA needs to sit down for him for a year without pay. You know, I don't want to see Ja Morant sit for a year. But if the NBA says that's what they want to do, then guess what? It is what it is. Saying 8 games suspension wasn't enough. Yeah. It's showing to be like, listen, man, I don't want no black man losing no money, losing no opportunity. But it probably showed you that good old punishment you got was good old slap on the wrist. That's what that's telling me. I don't know about y'all. Y'all hit the like button, man. Listen, man, I'm giving y'all my unadulterated opinion because I want Ja to do better. I want Ja to be great. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all, man. I'm not going to lie to y'all. If you really like it, hit the Cash App. You see it scrolling the bottom. Hit the Super Chat. Much appreciated, but let's keep it going. G-Wagon looking good. Shit, I wish I had a G-Wagon. I got a Mercedes, but not G-Wagon. I wish I had one. Which I recently paid off. So this Mercedes is paid the F off. Ja Morant is ruining his own image. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Still Hoop Joy in the chat. You man, shout out to SB, man. SB, you doing a good job over there, what you're doing, bro. I see what you're doing on IG. Shout out to SB. Let's see. You would think his father would pull his coattail. It seems like he's goofy as him. Well, I think his dad is scared of him. And I think he said as much. He's scared of him. Which is unfortunate, man. I hate to see black kids, which, I mean, I call Ja a kid, but he's a grown man. He's not a grown-ass man yet. He's a grown man. I hate to see black kids not get proper guidance, man, because it leads to basically the downfall, you know, ultimately speaking. And I hate to see that. Just if I'm speaking candidly with you guys. See, John's message going to fumble the bag. Yeah, I hope not. He's on the way. I hope not. Team Morant's the opposite of LeVar Ball, slandering him respectively. John needs to cut. Man, listen. Just imagine if LaMelo Ball was on this kind of shit. Imagine if LaMelo Ball was on this kind of shit right now, boy. LeVar Ball would get drugged to the depths of hell and further, right? And it's funny, I mean, because T. Morant is a very visible father as well. And I'm not saying I want T. Morant to be slandered. I just find it funny that if it were the other way, with your boy LeVar, they would drag him to no end, man. That's just facts.
It's been the building, yes, sir. LeBron Legacy Podcast. Salute to the host. Salute to the panel, man. Salute, bro. Salute.
So, ultimately speaking, I'm going to land the plane here. Again, I'm not the guy who's going to throw Ja Morant away. I'm not saying this brother is not redeemable past this point. But what I am saying is, you said you learned your lesson, you went through this therapy session, quote unquote, and you were better. And you go and turn around and do the same exact thing. So that just shows me you're disingenuous. So I'm not going to lie, homie. As we go forward, as you keep messing up, I'm going to call you on your bullshit. And I'm going to do it with impunity. I'm going to do it with no remorse because you've shown that you are a liar. You're a liar, bro. So I'm going to call you out as we go along because I'm sure you're going to try to clean this up, which you should. You should get ahead of it. I'm not saying you should suffer from this forever. I'm not saying that. But as you go forward, I don't believe you, homie. You need more people. We don't believe you. You need more people. Shout out to Jay-Z. So I got to call a spade a spade. Sorry. Said Ja Morant is supported by suckers. Man, very much so. Very much so. Or you got homies who you just don't want to listen to. But I doubt it. At 23 years old, you probably got that's why I shared my Ray for Austin story. You probably have a circle of yes men that you adhere to, and that's why you're in the stead that you are. It is what it is. See, T. Morant is on Ja's payroll. He's not been a father. He's been a friend. Well, I don't know for a fact that he's on his payroll. I don't deny that, but I don't know that for a fact, so I don't want to state something I don't know to be fact. But I'm sure that their dynamic of their family kind of put him in as such that you really can't say shit to your son. You can't say shit to him. Say Ja would be a gangster. Yeah, he wouldn't be a gangster, absolutely. And bro, you ain't no goddamn gangster, man. Your real name is Clarence. Clarence lived in a house with both parents. Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. That's you, homie. That's you, bro. Don't nobody see you as anything other than that. Y'all seen Ja's childhood pictures get pulled up. You like a square, homie. And nothing wrong with being a square. You're just an average, regular black young man. Nothing wrong with that. But everybody want to be, again, the little Bow Wow syndrome, where you made it at 10 years old, but you want to be a tough guy. And people don't believe. Just sorry. LeBron Legacy says, no, it shows that he lied and he's being pampered. He got people holding his hand instead of holding him accountable. There you go. There you go. Real talk. And listen, man, I hate to lambaste the young man because I'm not in the business of tearing down black men. But when you mess it up, you mess it up, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you anything different just because me and you share the same skin tone, same melanin, as it were. I ain't that guy. Because you just said you were, to bring this to a whole crescendo, you just said you were a big distraction to the team. You owned your actions, right? And you double down and do the same exact thing, bro. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. There you go. He's spoiled. He's a spoiled brat, and you get what you get. So as I pull up to work, that's all I got, man. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm gonna leave him alone, but like I hope y'all took from this that I'm just being honest because he's an idiot. Ja Morant's an idiot. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's anything else. He's an idiot. So you can't tear down somebody, or there you go. But I'm just saying it because some people will perceive it how they perceive it, and they say, "Oh, you just tearing the black man down." Like, no, that's not what I'm doing at all. What I am is calling spade a spade. And whether you like it or not, that's a you problem. His situation, like Allen Iverson, hey, listen. I got an Allen Iverson story, but I'll save it for another day because I got to go to work. I got an AI story too. I met AI in D.C. when I was about 23 years old. 2008. I was down there, for my fraternity. We were actually down there for what was it? The AKAs had their 100-year celebration. So I was down there with my girl at the time. And I was at this club and saw AI. And I saw how basically immature he was for the time. So I think at the time he's like mid-30s. But yeah, so I'll say that. So Rap God, hold me to that. I'm gonna tell my AI story another day. I'm gonna save it though. I don't want to give y'all too much. So y'all hit the like button on the way out. I appreciate y'all being a part of the stream. I appreciate y'all listening to me because I had to do it, man. Shout out to Usher and Lil Jon. I had to do it. Man. So until next time I'm out. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the stream. Peace.